Let me de-message you real fast just so this image. I think this is the right one.
Why did you send it to me on Steam, you buffoon?
Wait,
Send it to me on
where would I
Discord.
put it? Oh my
Discord.
Christ almighty.
Panella's Lich got banned, dude, and Visage got banned as well.
Are you not even going to introduce the players? What's wrong with you?
I do it after, idiot.
Alright, hold on. Let me pull up the Dota buff that this dude Mous is using for his stand-in right now.
Thanks.
Also, I just saw the new multicast thing. Looks disgusting, by the way.
Oh, Claire wants to cast with us, I think.
Claire wants to cast. Claire's gay. Don't let him in. We don't like homos in here.
Less work for me, dude.
Alright, whatever. Bring Claire in. We need a server, though.
Go to Chen's Exile.
Okay. This is high value, by the way. This is really high tier professionalism.
Look, dude, Pocket's gone. I'm chilling out. Alright, I'm not even gonna hype cast.
God bless.
Alright, so would you like to give us the inside scoop on the cryptic bailing on League situation, Mr. Clarence?
This is just a drama stream.
No, it's pretty open.
What do you mean it's pretty open, dude? I didn't know anything about it until I literally messaged Cryptic just now.
Him and Greg went at it in general. He didn't like it, so he said he wanted to quit. That's all there was to it.
Nice, very powerful. I didn't see Cryptic saying he was gonna quit. I saw them screaming at each other like small children.
Yeah, I don't know where he said it. I
Yikes.
think he PM'd someone, but he mentioned it later in the
Alright,
chat.
from Cryptic in League chat, let's just see the word leave. Flaming me, flaming pubs. Nope. Let's see it.
5 seconds remain.
Is this guy Mouse's new free agent? Is he a permanent guy?
Yeah, Shmeezy's permanent. He's an RD guy, so it's like, alright, definitely not a Smurf. Get him.
Yeah, I looked at his Dota buff. That's definitely not a Smurf Dota buff.
It's like 6,000 something games, right?
He's got like 6k games. He's got a sub 50% win rate.
Pogs. They picked Dazzle.
He's also got 800 games on Sniper.
800, yikes.
Let me give you the exact number right here. He's got 758 games on Sniper with a 58% win rate. That seems to me like old patch Sniper stuff.
Oh, it's the Duck Shadow Demon. They first picked it.
I'm really not sure what beats that hero in lane.
Me neither. He also isn't sure what beats that hero.
I don't think anyone is sure right now. No one knows.
I think that hero is unbeatable.
Literally unkillable.
Only 10 seconds.
I guess rotations beat that hero, right? Is that the
I
rotate?
think what really beats this hero is having your teammates be trash because you can't push for the life of you on that hero.
Yeah, true.
I mean, yeah, I don't think after lane the
He goes
hero is.
Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, I was about to say, Duck does go meme hammer on this hero.
I'm pretty sure Duck plays this game to find ways to buy meme hammer. That's his goal.
That's how I play this game, man.
He's doing better than you, then, Chen.
I already did all the Meteor Hammers, dude. Axe Meteor Hammer, done that. Centaur Meteor Hammer, done that.
10 seconds.
Okay, it's very impressive how consistently Duck can land a Meteor Hammer Invoker combos with various levels into.
That is pretty impressive, yeah, I'll give it to him.
Sven. Yikes. Here's a race car now. Vroom vroom.
Hero is quite fast.
Ogre Magi, they picked the multicast hero.
Radiance ban.
They have to win.
That's hero blessed. I hope this is a one Sven though. I feel like they really nerfed the support Sven.
I think it might be offering spam.
Like they took a like his shield is worse early, but it scales better. They nerfed lads. They nerfed early push in general. I don't know. I feel like all the changes were good for Puzzle and Sven and kind of bad for the other ones.
They don't know, dude. They banned Kunkka. They don't know.
They don't know. They don't understand. This is so sad.
Seconds to pick.
I gotta say, how much you have to ignore what's going on in this league to not know Duck literally only plays Shadow Demon?
Look, like my RD2L captain, he shows up on Sundays. He's like, all right, what do I ban? And then the rest of us have to go scout Dota buffs. All right.
Hey man.
God bless. Yeah.
God bless.
Now, to be fair, Shadow Demon is a very good, like, hero in general, as a support as well. And Caff's Visage is banned, so it's totally possible they flex this,
Nah.
and they could run it
not
on Caff
possible.
or Duck.
There's no chance.
Not possible.
Yeah,
They're still banning Duck heroes. They just banned 2 Duck heroes.
Yeah. I
Horrible.
mean, I think yeah, they might flex it, but I mean, they could also just give it to Doc, right? And then these
Yeah, I was
bans
hoping
are
this
Yeah,
was-
so flex. I mean, I get the Kunkka ban. That hero is extremely oppressive, and it got a nice late game buff recently.
I wanted
Got-
to see the Mous Kanta.
Only 10
It's
a
his
boy.
most played hero. And he's playing mid. Like, I don't know why he's not doing it.
5 seconds.
He's more scared of the Duck Kunkka than his own Kunkka.
Alright, well, he shouldn't be because they definitely have a Shadow Demon.
They don't definitely have a Shadow Demon though.
Alright, Chen, do you see the Shadow Demon?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Chess Rocco, a real sleeper pick of this draft this season. He's actually
Yeah,
showing
check
up
him
the
out.
games this time.
There's only one season he didn't show up, to be fair.
Then last season he had like a trash team, right?
Yeah, last season his team was just like, I don't know what was wrong with that team. They looked okay on paper, then they got rolled by literally everybody.
5 seconds remain.
But now he's with a good team and he's actually putting out good performances.
I knew Chest would do well this season.
I knew Chess would do well too. I was going to draft him. He got picked like 2 picks before me. Because I didn't want to play one.
I think Duck's team is really strong.
Oh, Duck's team is pretty good. Real weak link here is Caff. Literally 1 hero puddler. Sorry,
Yikes.
Caff, you only play Visage.
It's a guaranteed ban though. It's like how I
That is-
guaranteed banned Phoenix
true.
and then played trash on every other hero.
Crap.
Very smart.
People are banning it in RD12 now and they don't know what to do.
Team pick.
What is this?
Centaur.
That means this is a 1 Sven then, Pongers.
Could still be a 4.
I guess?
I don't think it's good as a
You
4.
know, they did play a 4 Sven last week, actually.
That was before patch though.
That is true, but they did do it.
Maybe they think it's still good after patch. Oh no, it's the Timber. It's probably a Duck Timber actually. Not again. Last time Duck
Yeah.
played Timber, he was hitting T3 at like 12 minutes.
Their offlane is Beast Whip. You could also definitely take the Timber.
Yeah, I mean it's flexible. It's a pretty flexible lineup as far as like
10
the
seconds
Shad
to
can
pick.
go anywhere and the Timber can go anywhere. Duck's
Kinda true.
probably safe lane.
5 seconds. Hurry, hurry.
That's pretty true.
Duck's gonna get Meteor Hammer on Juggernaut and start channeling it while he Omni slashes, so it can't be
I'd
cancelled.
like to see it, truthfully.
Cannot be cancelled.
What meta is Mouse living in, by the way?
OD. It's good against Timber.
Is it that good against Timber?
It's like pretty good against Timber.
It's really good against Timber. I've heard from people that OD is not that bad. I thought at first the hero got super dumpster. People are telling me he's actually still pretty doable. He
I
can
think
save
I-
people from Omni, which
Yeah.
is nice.
That is also true.
And like OD, I don't know, like he's still OD. He's still gonna like steal people's int, and if you can't like
That is
kill him, he's
true.
gonna do a lot of damage.
Kind of rough to have to play against the Jug, though. If you counters the Omni Slash, I guess that's kind of cool, but you're not gonna like one-shot slam a Jug with your ult. Which is not
I
great.
mean, it's just he's very good against the Timber and he's okay versus Jug. So
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair. That's a
Deep
fair.
analysis.
They needed a Timber solution, and OD is the Timber solution.
So how does Shadow Demon's abilities work with Astra? Because I know they damage when you're inside SD's banish, but
I
do
don't
they
think
also?
they- I
I
don't
think
Side
it
of
only
our-
works with SD
Yeah, it's
Spanish.
only
SD is like a
damage.
unique thing.
Alright, of course they do. No consistency is allowed in this game.
It specifically says units affected by dispersion. So.
No consistency.
Alright. I didn't know OD's Astra was called dispersion. My bad.
I don't think any of Shadow. I think Dispersion is the Spectre passive, my dude.
Disruption? Is that what it is?
There
Is
we
that what it
go.
is?
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Too many.
Oh, what's up with this Timber pick though for reals? Like
Yeah.
they pick Timber when there's potentially at least one core coming.
Why is Catsby in here? Chen.
Yikes.
I feel like this is a.
Yeah,
What
why
is
is he in here? I
this
hate
block?
that guy.
We're casting cats, but get out of here.
Oh, my bad.
0 professionalism.
Look, Pocket's gone, I do what I want, alright?
Sure.
I'm
That's
just trying to
fine.
make it as trash as possible so Pocket comes back and helps.
Pocket doesn't ever leave
He'll
me.
see this and he'll be like, man, this is really going downhill. I should show up sometime.
Recasting.
Get out, Gatsby.
Two now picking.
Well, I picked Raisin.
What is this hero?
What?
It's a
What?
powerful hero.
I mean, yeah.
That means this is a force fen, though.
Yeah, I think it does.
That does mean it. Well, I mean, we kind of thought it would be anyway, based on. I don't think it should have been, but we kind of thought it would be,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. But sometimes you just want to, say it ain't so,
Yeah, I mean, it might also be like a slapjack comfort thing. So he played Sven last week, right? And the dude doesn't have a lot of games at Dota, but his Sven looked all right. So they're just like, make sure we put him on something he knows how it works.
One button.
One button.
One button.
Well, he has 2 buttons now, dude.
Work height doesn't even matter. You literally just need to stun. That's all you need to do to be effective.
Right, just rush a heart to make your war cry matter. Now we're thinking.
It only... Is it based off of Sven's strength?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Ah.
I thought it was based
I
off
didn't
of
know.
each individual hero's
So
strength.
Yeah,
now
I
you
also
go
thought it was
treads,
based
5
off of
bracers.
Yeah,
That's pretty
wow,
odd.
like that wasn't the build last patch.
That's also true.
I think...
Well,
if
what,
you-
what was the flat number last patch? Was it like 400?
It's like
You need
400,
200
yeah.
It
strength
was
to-
something pretty big.
You need 200 strength?
What's the? Well, because he gets a bunch from his ult. What's the exact? Maybe it was 2.5. Maybe it's not 2. Let's take a look at this guy.
Yeah, I'm looking, dude. I don't care about this draft anymore. Shield.
You ever
Oh,
cared
the
about
strength
this draft?
multiplier is
It's
2.
2.5.
It's 2.
It's 2.5.
That's pretty
And then
big,
he
actually.
gets 30 from his ult. So, hey, I guess he just needs a little over 100.
It's
And
like
he's back to where it
75
was.
damage on that.
That's still a lot, though.
Changes from the level, though,
It's-
doesn't it?
It's definitely much worse early game, which is good because that skill
Yeah,
is
it's
broken
just
in the early game.
it's just disincentivizing maxing work right first.
That skill used to be omega broken. His
They
max-
buffed the
his
speed
max-
on it, though. I mean, everyone gets a bunch of flat movement speed instead of percentage movement speed from, like, items and such. And now Warcry gives percentage movement speed. So,
yeah, yeah.
it's effectively... And they buffed that number. So, the speed on it is just way faster.
Real
Even if
race
early
fire
game-
hours.
It just scales better overall.
Yeah, yeah. It's much better late game, much worse early game.
Like, when this Razor gets an SMY or this OD gets a Kayasha, and then this Warcry's maxed out and Sven has some strength, like, it's a very good spell.
You just
Like,
can't
this Razor
run
and OD
down
are probably
lanes
gonna
in,
be-
like, 10
I like how
minutes.
they're at 7 seconds and haven't picked their hero yet.
Yeah, the other team got to 2 seconds and picked their hero.
I'm having a pickle right here.
What?
What are these lanes?
I'm
It's
confused.
an offlane timber.
It's an offlane Timber. Doc,
It's
I
a
thought you were
Death
playing
Star.
Shadow Demon or Timber.
I have 2
What's the-
ogres on my screen.
Doc, I showed him the build, dude. Doc is gonna do the build. I showed him.
No.
I showed him the build.
He did it twice. Me and Brion stood in for his scrim in RD2L last night. So they were missing half their team, and he went. What you call it? Kaya. He bought a bloodstone. He farmed the jungle till he had 2 more bloodstones.
He
Killed
knows
like
the
1
build.
guy, farmed 2 more
He
bloodstones,
knows.
and he killed them all. He zipped them.
Yeah,
He knows, dude. I showed him the light. The gospel of 4 Bloodstone Storm Spirit, dude.
Alright, boys. Well, at least we're in for an entertaining game.
Oh, Doc. I remember I was playing the game. I showed him that build. He's like, "This is my new LD2L game, like hero." Like,
Duck on whack.
with the 4 Bloodstones, if you're playing against bad players or you're snowballing, you can just solo carry the game.
Sounds like Duck's like mission parameters right there.
They honestly don't have any catch for him either. Like, you can't land a
Yeah, it's
Centaur
pretty bad
stance on
catch.
him.
But you can catch Centaur with him. You just have to jump behind him.
But he's gonna be zipping like everywhere. Like once
Alright,
he gets his
before
mana
that-
up. Oh, before that, yeah. But like once he gets his mana thing figured out, there's no way they can like actually catch him.
Oh, he
I
gets
think the
actually-
only hero that can actually
That's rough.
catch Storm Spirit with this build is like a Techies, because the stasis traps are
Yeah,
super
I know you had to play that horrible game.
yeah that tilted me so hard.
Have hands.
But in other news, though, this lineup is very greedy.
Yeah, very.
He's doing this greedy storm thing. They have an offlane timber, and then I mean, Juggins is super greedy, but he's a pause 1. He's not a razor.
Jug, they're dodging right now. I don't know what they're
I mean,
dodging.
the
But
tower
they're
push is
They're both dodging.
Oh, they're
dire,
both
but they can
dodging.
just pressure early.
Both
I
teams
think
are
like
dodging.
if Dire can either kind of like have basically won the game by 30 minutes, or are just set up to lose it late.
No, they wanted to lane the Razor against the Juggernaut, and so they knew that they were gonna put it off lane, I think, and now they're trying to dodge.
This
the
is-
Razor.
You don't want the timber against 2 strength heroes,
30 seconds.
right?
You
I
do,
don't
but
know.
I think they, I don't know. I mean, Jug into Razor is bad, right?
It is, yeah.
I mean, Jug into Razor is not good.
His
The
spin
timber
doesn't
would just have
stop
such a free lane.
Yeah, I guess they're just prioritizing Jug's lane.
I actually
over
would have liked to
Razor.
see a tri lane, I think. Tri lane with the Jug and put the timber solo,
Yeah, that's
hopefully against the
probably
strength heroes.
Tri-lanes are
It's
gay.
time
Please
for
stop
fantasy world
advocating.
avatars to pretend to
The
murder
boxes
one
with the body!
Wow. He just
He
walked up and
walked
took it.
There's no static lane.
He actually just walked up and asserted his dominance on the room. Alright, he just revealed the ward there. That was very powerful.
Did he? Who? Oh.
A different lane? Is there a ward down here?
No, there's no
Yeah,
ward.
he just randomly attacked uphill. That was very powerful.
He cast
Because he cast a
Ignite.
spell.
Ignite.
Yeah.
That was a pretty delayed hit. Alright, sure.
It's just because Razor's animation is whack.
That is also true. If you've ever seen Razor with a Death Slave, you see what his actual projectile
Yeah, it's
looks like?
pretty
It's so strange. Makes no sense. I'm not a fan of this one Tango's Fen build though. Yeah, top lane for Dire has like a no regen.
One tango.
Pretty amazing.
One Tango and then 3 Tangos.
He gave them all to his mid player,
He did do that.
and then he didn't buy any more.
That's like, you gotta buy more Tangos at that point.
I mean, you just sell a mango and then get 2 tangos and a salve, right? I don't think
I
you
think
should.
that
I
is-
think you-
Gonna poison?
He's
Kill
dead.
Slap
He's dead.
it?
Actually dead.
Ooh.
Oh, Caff's got him.
Oh, Dazzle.
Hey,
has
this is
Aura
actually a
Venom.
super scary lane. They have no way to get out of the spin.
Oh, he
They're gonna
does.
get like soul captured for a massive portion of their health.
The Dazzle Orb of Venom. Can you get the legendary 7-minute medallion though?
How long is this lost? Oh, 10 seconds? So if he takes out 40% of their health for 10 seconds, and Jug just gets a full spin on them because they have no way to get away from it.
Yeah,
They actually die.
pretty much.
Level 1 it only takes 25, so it's not that.
25 is still a fairly massive.
And yeah,
portion.
it's a lot of health, but
I don't know
Oh,
what the.
it's also 25 of current health, right?
It
yeah,
is
it's
current.
current
health.
health. So if they're already low, then it won't do. But if they're already low, then I'm just gonna get spun on anyway. So I guess that
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
matter.
no, that doesn't matter. This guy's taking a lot of stacks right now. Oh, he's actually dead.
Oh yeah, he's very
Yeah.
dead.
Yep. Yeah, he took way too many stacks.
I feel like maybe Shadow Demon didn't need to take that kill. Could just
Give it to
released
Jug.
earlier, so Jug got it.
Yeah.
This definitely looks like people that have never seen Shadow Demon before.
Wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
I mean, he hasn't been around much. He used to be. He hasn't been like meta or like good to play for a while.
Yeah, his last meta was TI6.
He's only just kind of coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new W is ridiculous.
Like even at a high tier, if a hero's been out of the meta for a while, people just forget how to play against him.
I mean, but at the same time, when you see the big number above your head that says 5, maybe you should stop getting hit.
No, everyone knows that it's golf, and the lower your score, the worse you're doing. No, that doesn't work. Hold on.
What?
I don't know how to play sports ball. Help.
Lord.
It's you need.
I
more
I don't
points
even know
to
what you're
win.
trying to say here.
No, it's like football, and you score points, and the higher your score, the better you're doing. So you want a lot of points over your head. There you go.
Alright. That was almost logical.
Gotcha.
This is what happens when Pocket isn't here.
How many times did you draft this Claire?
Drafted me
How
twice.
Why you drafted
Oh,
this twice? You ate.
Well, the
Both
second
times.
time I last picked him, so you know.
Yep.
I should tell you something.
Crap.
But never mind, I don't want Chen, then he was still there. No one else wanted him either. Alright, Sven is ganking middle with his stun maneuver. No, he's not. He's choosing. No, that's dire. Okay.
No, he TP'd to the shrine.
I thought he was on the ring for some reason as well. I didn't know.
That was such a short TP. That made me sad inside.
Well, so now Sven's going bottom for the gank.
Alright, I believe in him. I believe he can get the gank off.
He's gonna go for boxes.
Oh, wandering around.
He just blocked the pull. Easy game.
Timber's level 3, by the way.
Oh, now Shadow Demon's going bottom.
He's out of mana. He can only cast like 3 Shadow Poisons and that's
I
it.
think his clarity
That's
is.
enough.
You can't wait till a fight breaks out because they'll just get broken. He needs to use them earlier.
They're
Oh,
going.
that was a very
What
valuable knife.
Boxes is very brave right now.
Turn?
Boxes is a big boy, dude. Never doubt. Alright, that was a super late static.
Oh,
It's
nice.
done. It's gonna
Oh,
be a
dude,
lot
that
of damage.
shield
He's
is
still
not
draining. He's still draining.
He is actually has 45 extra damage right now. Okay, he's maxing Plasma Field first. I don't know if that's the build.
I mean, I don't know. It was a build at one point.
I truthfully don't know if it's the build.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I have no idea what the build
I
is.
mean, against a Timber, I guess.
I know every Razor
I
Razor
think
damage is
it
more
lets you
effective.
farm better than if you max Static Link.
But like,
You know, if you want to farm, you max.
You max your E.
unstable current.
yeah, you max your E now.
But like, if you want to have a good lane and farm, though, you max Plasma.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I don't know how to play this hero, bro. Going on top. Is Jug just 1v1ing
Yeah,
the
there's just
Centaur?
1v1ing.
Yeah,
Jug's winning.
I feel like that's not the 1v1 that Radiant wanted, but
that's fine.
Take it.
I was gonna get all the farm he wants here, I think.
Mouse is doing pretty well mid here. 16 denies.
Yeah, Dark is for some reason not mid.
Storm
down.
is kind of a super weak lane.
he
now.
went down to like 5% health, 5% mana. I don't think this is a great lane for Storm, but
I
he's
don't
almost
think
fine.
any
He can
lane is
jungle
good
if
for
he
Storm
wants.
anymore.
That's also true, but he
You
can
know-
also just walk over to the bounty runes in order to refill his bottle. I don't know if that's efficiency.
And this is good for Storm, because he got his level 5 and now he can just farm.
Yeah.
But it's not great for Storm. It's not like a sniper where you get level 6 then you kill him.
Yeah.
I think that's what a great lane for Storm is when you get kills with your 6. I don't think he's getting kills with his 6 here. Unless Duck just like, Mouse just walks into a tower. God dang it, 2 animals, man.
Not that bad, I don't think. Mouse plays much better mid than I expected him to be truthful.
Seems a little hit or miss, I gotta say. Last week he seemed hit or miss.
Alright,
It's like he
I
took a
expected
lane
him
that
to
wasn't
be
very
one of
good,
those.
filmed it, and then the game before that, he took a lane that was pretty good and he whiffed it.
That is true. I don't think Viper really counters Huskar that much, though, to be honest.
I mean, you take your W, and the Huskar cannot ult anyone ever, because you'll have a W thrown on.
I think the real build on how to play Viper versus Huskar is just max corrosive skin. But nobody
Yeah, and
does.
lane you.
Alright, see, this guy's got 4 stacks of Shadow Poison on him again. I don't think that's the thing to do. But he's got a bunch of health, so it doesn't matter.
He's a ring.
As long as he isn't getting the 5th, it's not that big of a deal. He's a Centaur. If he gets like 5 stacks and then gets Soul Catcher spun on, that's when it becomes a problem.
That's fair.
I'm not sure if I like this build, the Shadow Poison Max. I'm not sure you're meant to play it. But I always feel like the Shadow Poison Max for support Shadow Demon is
For
just
support,
too
it's
hard to
really
play.
rough because you don't have enough
Way
mana.
too expensive.
Yeah, there's like no mana region. Boxes is dead.
I think you have to max like Soul Catcher. do
Yeah, I
something
think you
like
go
really
Soul Catcher for sure now. If you're like a support.
Slackjack MP has 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's actually so great, because you know he's like super new, right? He's in Heroes the Storm.
yeah.
So he looks like overall really solid, but it's just like his things like this that are just really funny.
Where is he going right now?
If you can catch him when he uses the shop, that's my favorite. It's like a full 10 seconds.
That's
A
pretty
whole
funny.
new
Actually.
world.
He's owning though. He's owning.
I
And,
have
like-
Will he mangoed? Well, he knows. He stuns
Look,
him.
like he knows exactly what to do. He just doesn't buy items. It's really funny.
He was
Easy is not
really on the eye. Boxer
Yeah,
shouldn't
I
have
mean-
anything around there.
There are no items in Heroes of the Storm, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a great.
No item.
There's no items.
Yeah,
Are
there's
there
no
actually
items.
no item?
No
There's no items.
Good lord.
That's how they simplified the
You
game.
don't
is they
put
just
points
simplified it.
into
Well, they
abilities.
simplified it by making everyone share farm. Did they just simplify it
They
in
did that
multiple
too.
ways?
So
Oh my
XP
lord.
is shared, so your entire team's the same level.
What?
You don't put points into abilities. You have like talent trees for like every 5 levels.
Yeah.
So that's yeah, and then there's like big
Off
objectives that you
lane,
have
there's
to
some
take.
stuff going on.
To be absolutely truthful, we completely yeeted their talent system. Like the whole thing.
Pretty much, yeah. Except that here's the storm talents are like way more unique because that's the entire flavor of
Oh
like
yeah,
every
I
hero.
did see
Like we just
Oh, wait,
wholesale
shit.
yeeted it from them.
Regeneration.
Oh, duh, get him.
Mouse went on ducked and did like a lot of damage. Then he just kind of backed off and duck popped to regen.
I don't.
That
That
was
was
weird.
that was.
I don't know
lame.
what happened there, man.
That was really weird by Mouse. He like, got all his mana back and then he just walked away.
I mean, he got all his mana back. That was it. That was the victory.
He's not just gonna hit him though. He still had his equilibrium up.
Nah, he just needed his mana.
Maybe I think he might have saw the duck regen and just didn't want to mess with it, which is possibly a fair thing to do.
Oh no.
I don't know. Oh hi. That's an alarm. Is that your getup for
Yeah,
LD12
that was my
alarm?
get up for LD2L alarm.
Nice. I was very surprised when these guys were like, I got home from lunch. These guys were like, yeah, we're ready to start. I'm like, oh shoot, better hop on to Dota.
Yeah, Duck told me that his game was early. I'm like, alright, I'll cast it.
Oh, they're getting
Oh,
deep.
he should have put that on himself. That was
Oh,
rough.
Mouse got killed mid, but I'm watching Beastwood die currently, so I missed it.
Where did?
Oh,
Where?
Slapjack, no. Oh, no.
Oh, be so.
Oh, he got blocked by the
dead?
creeps. Razor got blocked by the creeps.
That's a cap and a half.
He lived.
I'm not blown away by this Schmeezy Razor, to be honest.
Yeah, he's
It's looking a little rough. Very
He's doing
clunky.
better.
Yo, Boxes ran mid and fire blasted the OD and he died.
What?
Storm went on the OD and then he got
Oh yeah, I
fire
mean it's
blasted.
1 point. Yeah, that's
Alright,
all I
people
need.
need to stop doing this maxing ignite build. I'm gonna start reporting everybody that maxes ignite first.
I'm pretty sure this is the worst possible build.
Yeah, I think so. It used to
That's
be
the-
You
really
can either
good.
max your
really good.
Q for damage, or you can max your E to be a bitch. Or
It
you can
used-
max this, and you're just the worst of both worlds.
Yeah, Ignite used to be the best because like your multicast chance was like 30%, so Fire Blast was really hit or miss, and Ignite did a lot more damage just without the multicast.
Yeah, but, like,
And now it's
not-
70% to do a double Fire Blast.
This is the only thing to not do.
Fortified their towers.
I
Like,
bet Duck
I mean,
tended to do
W
that.
is still probably the best laning bully, but the power spike on your 6 with
Yeah,
max Q.
exactly. And it's
So
not like
good.
you're bad with Fire Blast levels, right? It still does a lot of
And,
damage.
like, if you want to be the guy that helps his
Oh, like
team
an
over, then you
off-
gotta max the bloodlust.
The Astral.
Yeah, he's actually very tanky. He's a Vanguard.
Oh no, Duck is actually in a lot of trouble.
He's dead, actually.
He's dead.
Yeah. Wow, Giga. They've picked Penella Dazzle every single game so far. This person's played Dazzle 3
No,
times.
she has a level 25 Lich.
I
and-
know.
and then they just pick her Dazzle instead.
I'm not blown away by the Dazzle. Like, I played against it last week, and they did it the first game. And the second game, we knew they were going to do it. And I was just, like, really not impressed by it the first game. We just let it happen, and I was similarly not impressed the second game.
Well, maybe it's just being forced, but I always find it really funny. Players that are just totally okay with playing the same hero over and over again.
Yikes. If you wanted to flame me, you could have just told me.
That's not a flame, bro. How many games of Kunkka did I play in a row, bro? It owns.
I played 2 heroes in the last
See, like,
This
this
is
is
very
very
powerful
party.
right now. He's got his level 7 and 2 mana
Beastwood
items.
should not be diving the tower like that.
He has minus armor.
Yeah, that minus armor hurts.
Doesn't have any stacks of reactive either.
Mouse did not swap his items out when he shrined, and that
Caff
really
went
triggered me
bottle?
this time. On what
You
hero?
don't go bottle,
Shadow
on,
Demon?
dude. What? Oh,
that's
Caff.
not a thing to do, I don't think.
Caff is wild, bro.
Caff is wild. Oh no.
Like,
Penella.
every game I see a Caff, he's like... they're killing Penella, by the way,
Yeah.
if anyone cares.
This
Yeah,
chance?
I watched it. I was watching.
Like, every game, he always seems, like, mechanically competent, but I'm pretty sure the guy has, like, never looked up an item build or watched a pro game.
Yikes.
I remember Season 0 when he went Basher on Void. Like, his item builds and
Badass.
choices are just, like, clearly totally of his own invention, it seems. I don't think he tries to follow meta at all.
Hold on. Void Basher?
We're Dude, I didn't even know Basher worked on ranged heroes until like a week ago.
I mean, that's fine, but it
Yeah.
doesn't work up point.
It just doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
It does literally nothing.
Just stats.
It's literally completely disabled on the. At one point, you couldn't even buy it on the hero.
Yeah, Troll
Yeah.
used to not be.
Remember when you couldn't buy Blink on certain heroes like Venge and Pudge? That was wild.
Yeah, that was a different time in the world.
I understand the
It's,
bash because like you could actually just permanently bash someone. And it was really.
Yeah, it was because they wanted to avoid cliffing people, but then they realized that's not actually a problem.
Yeah. And then just removed all the good cliff spots, and now it's like really hard to cliff people.
Yeah, now you just can't cliff people. There's just no
People have
cliff
like a
spot.
TP scroll slot now too, so like they're basically.
Oh,
resistant.
Swift does not have that much armor, really.
But okay, this is only level 1 static link actually, but he doesn't have any damage.
Yeah. Caff is gonna die.
That is a really weird
So remember
variant.
what I said about not being impressed?
That wasn't fantastic. Oh, Mouse is here, bro.
Well,
This
they
is
want
not the
B-Swift.
first grave like that though. This game,
They
because
want
he
B-Swift. The Astral. Oh no, Slapjack, he has the stun. Yikes.
definitely he's like super dead. There's no reason.
Owns, bro. He's 4-3.
He literally
He
just
has
runs
800
up and
gold
stuns
again.
you. That's it.
Oh, maybe he's going Mask though, he's building up Lads.
He has a gold in 8 out of the 13 kills. This owns.
See, here's the Stormflare. All you do in that game is roam around and kill people.
That's an accurate description of that game, I think.
Not enough people do that in Dotes.
Because it's generally a poor plan if it doesn't go well.
There's no such thing as farming in Heroes of the
Gotta
Storm.
do it correctly.
Middle tower taking damage.
This dude literally just played Spanish, running around pressing Q on people. That's his roaming style. There's no skill involved.
You know how hard it is to get some supports to do anything other than sit behind
Look,
you?
I agree, man.
Alright, if you want me to attack,
Okay,
you
that
just
was
tell
not
me.
Scrub Flame. Alright, middle, they've gone on something. Looks like a storm. They do not have mana for the stun quite yet. There's an
Oh,
Omni
there's an
Slash.
Omni
Oh,
Slash.
that was so
Oh
long.
no, the
Here's a W.
mouse.
Astral Prism was up that whole time.
Was
That was so long.
Oh yeah, it actually was. It actually was.
There's no way.
It was. Yeah, it was.
I was looking at him, I was waiting for it to
It was
happen.
up the whole time.
I clicked on him, looked at the spell.
Oh,
I am
Schmeezy.
Schmeezy. What are you doing? Why are you doing
He's
that?
there, dude. He's gonna kill them all. Get him, Schmeezy.
I don't think this guy plays Razor. No.
I don't think this guy plays anything.
What? You've only seen one hero, you're not allowed to say it.
Oh no, dude.
Dire's middle tower
This
has
cast. What's happening?
You invited flamers, dude. Now you got to
I need pocket.
Alright. So, Duck has decided to cut out the Kaya Yasha and is going straight Bloodstone.
I love it, man. Except I don't because the Kaya is super important.
No, you definitely really need that. That's a
You don't need the
crucial part.
Yasha necessarily. I could see just going straight Kaya into
You need,
Bloodstone.
you need attack speed, but you can build
Nah,
cards
you
for
don't
that.
need attack speed. You're just gonna be.
No, you
zipping.
need Storm
Nah,
needs
nah,
attack.
nah.
No,
He has a
you know-
talent. He has a talent for attack speed. Level 20.
That talent is okay. 1 off. It's level 20. 2, it's 30 attack speed, and 3, you're stupid.
I definitely think you build a Kayasha, but at the very least,
No,
build a
for
Kaya.
sure. For sure, dude.
Not
Like, you can
just
get charged
straight
for attack
Bloodstone,
speed,
man.
I guess. Yeah.
This isn't the build, Doc. This is not. This is not what I showed you.
You say that, but me and Ink were mercilessly flaming Duck yesterday for going Kaya.
Really?
Well, because he was against, what you call it?
I don't know what you call it now.
Something with a silence. What, was it a Jiro? I think it was a Jiro, and we were like, why are you going Kaya over Yule?
Alright, that's definitely a
That's
Yule's game,
different,
I think.
though.
taking damage.
Yeah, that's not the same.
Yeah, no, it's not the same thing at all, it's just,
Well, then why would you bring it up, Claire?
what's this relevant?
Dire's middle tower
Not exactly the same, but it's relevant. So, Razor did go, or what you call it?
Oh, Doc's gonna get the
Maximus
courier.
Dire's middle tower
I had hoped this guy would be farming a lot.
I
Fortified.
really hope he does the MD thing where you dive the base of the courier.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Alright, if you look at the net worth chart right now, I feel kind of bad for the Dazzle right now. If you have 1600 net worth at 18 minutes, your life sucks.
Word slave.
This owns. This is
Don't you
exactly
like
how I
the
like
Could
it.
be a fight here. Oh.
What's going
Nice
on here?
stomps. They're turning.
That's enough.
Duck.
They have
Oh,
a big move.
run.
He's out of mana actually.
Getting chased.
Passive
Oh, they
here.
turned around.
This guy had a storm, bro. There it is. It doesn't have a cast point anymore, so
Has it ever had a cast point?
yeah.
What doesn't have a cast point?
You used to have to stop for a split second.
For what skill?
Storm?
What? I had a
I-
storm.
Yeah, I have the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to have a cast point.
Yeah, static storm.
Dead.
Which one of your parents dropped you?
I mean, my birth mother dropped me, and that's
Sure,
why
you
I'm
clearly she
adopted.
dropped you off, and that was the last time she saw
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Alright. He has got the first bloodstone on the storm. He's going treads. I think that's an okay thing to do here.
Treads.
I really would
You
appreciate
need the
fire
threats,
at
right?
least.
You need the attack speed.
You need attack speed on this
Yeah, he
field.
needs
You
the
can't stop
treads.
without it.
I think this is fine. Like, I honestly think this is fine.
Alright, guys, B Swift is doing the thing.
Which one?
He's building a holy locket.
Oh no.
I don't hate it. Both teams are actually just going full greed late game here. Like, the Razor is going SMY into Scotty.
What?
Okay,
Yeah.
Mouse actually isn't, because Mouse is getting an Atos.
Okay, Mouse is being
Which I'm pretty
moderately
sure-
intelligent, except he's building a bad item.
You know, good luck.
Dire's bottom tower
Mouse has the right AD and he's building the wrong items with it, I think.
Oh, so he's going Bloodstone into Kaya. That's interesting. I'm not... Is that better?
Alright.
I think his Bloodstone's better for farming, right? You just want to farm?
your little storms, Razor. They're an
I-
So you get the Bloodstone
Yes.
for the mana regen, you farm a bunch, and then you get the Kaya?
stupendous.
I don't know, I don't play Storm.
I think they. I mean, I think both of them work. I build Kaya because it lets you fight better.
Yeah, it
Early.
gives
But if you just want to go pure farm, I think this is fine, right? But like usually in games, they're not just gonna let you free farm for like 25
I mean,
minutes.
But
not
they
only
do.
they let him free farm.
I'm pretty sure that's how this build works, is letting you free farm.
No, but like I've played actual games with like good players where like they're 5-manning our towers down and I have to help instead of farming. And like having a Kaya helps a lot. Kayasha like lets you fight.
Bottom tower is being
It's since this game, I guess.
I think the way Chen does it, that he's explaining poorly, is that he uses Kaya to fight until the point he gets like one bloodstone, at which point it literally doesn't matter anymore. 'cause
I
it-
farm with the Kaya, but like it
Timber
lets
is
me
getting
fight
gone.
as well.
Whose
It lets
friend
me
is
help.
here,
my
though?
Oh man, that was
Judge?
bad. That's fun.
Shmeezy, it's still only
Shmeezy's,
level
like,
1 static.
It's
though.
level 1 actually.
This
It's level 1.
static is actually really
It's
bad.
level 1.
Okay, there's another grave that's way too early.
You just need to go hard farm with this build, right? You just put a bunch
Yeah.
of points in the go farm.
Oh, that's a
juggle onto
Oh,
the creeps.
Oh, I'm gonna creep.
Kind
That's
of
a,
a...
that's a Pepe hands.
Death Rocket.
I got
Rocket.
4 stats.
He's in a
Oh,
little deep
Chakram. Mouse, he's in trouble.
Get him, B Swift.
Be swift.
He has sanities.
Ooh.
Oh,
He
no!
kind of whiffed
Oh.
the sanities there.
He didn't whiff it. he just
Slapjack.
didn't-
Tried to hit too many
Get him!
people.
Oh no!
That's a Pepe
The
hands.
max level whirling
There's
death.
Vanilla too?
Vanilla.
Oh
Oh.
no, they're all dying.
Get him! Get him!
That's why.
He turns around. The play.
Nah, you don't want to
Vanilla
walk up that
wins.
cliff.
Well, who's
I
gonna
would have
kill him?
walked up that cliff,
Who's
man.
gonna kill
I
him?
absolutely would have walked up that cliff.
No, you walk up that cliff.
Here I am.
He's got a blink. He's so triggered he didn't get the kill.
Dire's middle tower is now
Kappa.
Dire's bottom tower is falling.
Blink on.
Players playing me from beyond the game. Powerful.
Regeneration.
Alright, B Swift is doing a very interesting build. Holy Rocket in the pipe.
Does not want to die to the large amount of magic damage this team
Yes.
does not have.
I was like, I don't know what the magic damage is. I'm
So
confused.
generally, if like you need some magic resist, if you need a little bit, you go Holy Lock in. If you need a lot, you go Pipe. You don't. I don't think you ever go both.
But they don't
Yeah,
get magic damage.
If you're against like a lot of magic damage,
Maybe.
you know.
But like generally,
you
you,
know,
just build a
Zeus
Pipe and
plus
go for a different
anything.
item.
Alright, man, if you want to
Magic
get 5
damage.
Mana Masters, this is fine, but they actually don't have any magic
They have
damage.
no magic damage. Yeah, they have what? Plasma
Their
field.
magic
What,
damage
Sanity's
is Razor and Sanity's
Edge?
Eclipse. I don't
Sanities.
understand.
Yeah,
No,
Sanities. That's it.
no, it's literally Sanity's and Plasma Field. That's it. Those are the only 2 magic damage
Astral.
abilities.
And there's a couple.
Okay.
There's literally a couple others, but
Okay, no one
Wolf's
actually
big one.
cares.
Double Edge.
Like, no one cares.
Just go Bloodstone. I want to see 12 Bloodstones at the end of this game from the
I
Radiant
also
team.
would like to see that. That would be cool.
That'd be good.
All right, Storm. Okay, Duck is doing the build.
Of course he's doing the build. Why would he not? He already went
Is
for the
there
Bloodstone
actually
and the
another way to
Keystone.
play this hero?
No, there isn't. This hero's
Can-
trash if you
Can
don't
you
do this build.
actually viably run this hero
No.
without multiple?
No, you have to
I
go
don't
for the
think you
multiple Bloodstones.
I think you
Yeah.
might have to actually do this because every time I've seen Storm, it goes bad unless it's this build, and this build always goes well, and I don't know why.
Because it's a win condition. You're just an obscene late game hero.
Yeah, like once you hit your power spike when you get level 25 in the auto remnant, like even if you have BKB, like there's just you're dead. Like the only hero I've seen counter the level 25 Storm Spirit with 4 Bloodstones is Techie's.
All right, Duck just killed Storm again. Duck killed Razor again.
Yeah.
Cut their hands.
Razor hero.
Razor,
is
kinda makes me
upgraded
sad.
to Storm hero.
Wait, you can't use Bloodstone if you have less
Less than the third
than
mana, yeah.
third mana? Oh, I didn't know that.
That's a 21 patch change, I believe.
Yeah, I knew it took 30% of your total. I didn't know that you like just literally couldn't use it.
Yeah, I didn't know it would take 50% of your total to do it, but I saw that earlier this game when I was looking at Duck.
Huh, that's interesting.
Dire's top tower is being
He's pretty close to a second Bloodstone already, actually.
Once you get the Yasha or the Kaya Bloodstone, the first one, you farm ridiculously fast. You just zip between every single camp.
That is
So,
true.
so Duck told me the bottle is very important for
Yes,
this build
yes. So
because
the
it gets
bottle,
amped by Bloodstone.
it gets amped by 800% once you have 4 Bloodstones, and it gives you an extra 150 mana regen when you use it.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chen actually makes this horrific build, and then it like actually makes it work and explains these horrific
This
details.
was
Now he has to
this was definitely not me who made this build. I just started doing it in some pubs and people saw me do it.
All right,
He's a
who'd
dead
you
ass
rank
guy.
this build from, Chen?
Vsauce Michael.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
All right, yeah,
Vsauce.
I think he
And
did it a
Vsauce
little
is
bit.
like-
for me.
Level 10 Shen, level 100 Vsauce, you know what I'm saying? He's an upgraded version.
That's how Mafia works.
Please don't ever say the devil's words again.
Like, if Chen had a lot of energy and even fewer brain cells.
Just wait until my mono is gone, dude.
Vsauce Michael, dude.
Just wait until I get over this mono.
You're gonna literally turn into Vsauce Michael.
I had to play a billion draft with Chen and Vsauce Michael at the same. It was horrific.
Oh, a fight?
Okay,
I
the
don't
guy
care
was
about this
just
game
raging
anymore,
foul.
dude. I'm just so not paying attention to this game right now. It's just
Oh my
Radiant is
God,
winning
that's
so hard that there's just
annoying.
no point, man. I don't see
That's-
Radiant losing this game.
I don't know how they lose at this point.
This guy's like, this game is so over.
He's
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
pretty over.
But I don't think he's literally ever gonna land the 8-0s on Duck.
Well, yeah, you just
You
zip through
can't.
everything. You can't. That's why this build is so good, right? You just dodge every single spell that exists in the entire
It was
game
never
because
good.
you can zip.
Atos was never that good against Storm.
It wasn't.
But like, I'm
It's
not
like
even talking about Ados. Just any projectile spell, you just zip through
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
You cannot be
projectile-
caught.
That's why. If it wasn't a projectile, it'd be quite good against Storm. Well, unless you're like some pause 5 hero that can sit back
I think
and
Bane.
like wait for Storm to go on your hero.
Bane is alright because the grip is like kind of almost.
That's
instant.
not a projectile. That's
Exactly.
why it's good. It
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
be a projectile.
But like, once you get the enough bloodstones, you can zip out of the cast range of a lot of those spells.
Oh god, teleports behind you.
The mana built in.
Duck has an arcane rune. This is just.
This is nasty.
This is a slaughter. Oh no! They got the Ados! Run, Duck! Oh, they missed the sanities!
And the Razor's still died! He's gonna watch him with the Remnant!
Duck, he's going back in! The Mad Lad.
Right?
The Mad Lad. It's so over, man.
That's a GG right there. That's it. There's
The worst
no
part is,
hope.
like, they didn't even need Duck this game. Like, he only just now showed up and started
That
helping.
was cute.
Like, they were winning these fights 4v5.
Also true.
Right? This is kind of like a PL situation, right? You have this hero that is very difficult to deal with and kind of auto wins at a later point. So all you need is for your team to get you through the early game, you just win the
Yep.
game. So if you're not careful, it just becomes a win harder hero, but otherwise it becomes a late game secure. I don't think the Timber made a lot of sense with this going there. Unless you're just trying to draw out something, or they're just trying to draw out the OD.
Maybe? Oh, that was a
Maybe
nice
he's like
stomp.
okay laning
That was
into
a
OD
nice
so
stomp,
to draw it out.
They just
He
don't have
doesn't-
any damage. They don't have any damage. There's no damage on them.
So sad.
Mouse is not up.
Yeah, Mouse is dead. That's their only damage. This guy's a level 2 static Luke right now.
Alright, he killed the Beast Wolf. Cool,
There he
I
is.
guess. Mouse went way too close
Duck
to that
has
fight.
27 Bloodstone charges on his primary Bloodstone right
Where is Duck? There he is. He's spamming get back instead of diving their base right now.
Get
which is
back!
really good.
now. Oh no, now he's going in!
Oh, there.
Oh no, he's in!
There
I
it
got him! He's just gonna kill them all, dude! He's just gonna... This build is amazing!
Oh, there's Rockwell, dude. He finally
Oh
showed up.
man! You're welcome, Duck.
The king
Payment
from Beast Wolf
received!
right now.
Top tower is under siege. I'm over here.
Alright, Duck TPs to deep-push the top lane and buy more Bloodstone components.
Payment
Very smart.
received.
He doesn't want to end this game until he's
Yeah,
capable
he
of
wants more
going across the
Bloodstones.
map.
Did I miss?
Alright, sell
He's
more
got
powers
Middle tower
and buys Bloodstone components.
So once you get 3 Bloodstones, you can
Getting
zip from
rapidly
your
pinged by
fountain to the
Beast.
enemy ancient.
Are you seeing these yellow pings from Beastmas pinging Duck and then pinging the or pinging the?
Yeah, Beast Wolf is very angry.
Nah, dude, Duck needs
Like, what
this
are you
next
doing?
Bloodstone.
over here now.
Yeah, once you get 3, you can go from your fountain to the enemy ancient. And then once you get
Yeah, that's
4,
all I want to see.
once you get
That's
4,
how
you can
Duck
go
wanna
from
go.
your fountain to the enemy fountain and then back. It's kind of ridiculous.
He's gonna hit level 25 and then he's gonna start doing strafing runs.
I've won a lot of these games by zipping straight down mid and one-shotting position ones. It's great.
I have gotten to witness this. It was truly the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like
Duck
there's
did
a
it in our game too. The enemy mid DC'd after it happened. He just left.
yeah,
Captain
I've
hadn't
won
even told him.
I've won basically all my storm games by just zipping straight down mid, killing like 2 of their heroes in one.
Alright, guys,
one
he's
zip.
He's got it.
He's
He's
got
gonna
it.
do it now.
He's got it.
This
dude.
is what he's been waiting for.
Yep.
This is his dream.
Where's the party?
This is deranged.
Man, he truly unleashed a monster. Alright, he's gonna do it. There's no way he
He's
does.
ready, dude. He's gonna zip into this fight. He's
I'm
gonna
seeing
one-shot
he's
everyone.
He needs someone to go bait. He's like, Beast,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
kill you.
He's like,
definitely
oh,
going
he's
this.
going.
Here he goes.
Where's he
There
going?
goes. Where's he
Oh,
going?
he's just
What?
farming. He's just farming.
Oh, that was boring.
Dang it, man. Duck.
Snore.
Snore. He has 25 too now. He's unstoppable.
25.
He,
You got
he,
bottle?
he cannot lose the game at this point.
Yeah, this is like literally unlosable. How is
Oh,
he
the
gonna
zip.
still win?
Wasn't far enough, bro. No one tied instantly.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he has the
dude.
remnants, dude.
Hey, we need to immediately TP back to base so he can go to their fountain as they're healing.
That's
yeah.
definitely good. That's actually the play for sure. Wait, here he goes. He got Mouse.
Very late. Very late. They're gonna call GG, man.
Yo, where's the GG from
Yo,
Mouse? This is
my
really
next
long.
item after 4 Bloodstones on this build is always Boots of Travel, and I just repetitively TP back and forth between my base, and I zip to the Ancient, and I TP to base and zip to their Ancient. That's just...
Why is Mouse not GG? Wait, was that a BM GG? No.
No, they
it
already
was an
Mouse
action.
called it.
Alright, there's a
Mouse
Mouse.
called it.
I thought Mouse did that. Oh my god, we're about to have a
Let's
6
The fountain was the
more 3. What does this mean from Beastwith?